Well, good afternoon from Central Texas. This is, I guess, part two from landscape raking out here. As you can see over here, got quite a bit of rock I've been raking up here. This is the top of the hill where the house sits, just back over here. But yeah, this area here had never been farmed. It was pretty much rangeland. It was, when I first bought this place, it was full of prickly pear and brush and whatnot, and just kind of a mess. But slowly but surely, landscape raking this thing and getting a lot of rocks about this size up is my main goal. And that way, and of course, I've been hitting them with a mower here and there. But I want to pan over here and really show the difference. This area back over here, when I first bought it, had a bunch of sheds and I guess a set of pins down there, and it was pretty rough. But man, what a difference. I mean, I got all those rocks. It took a couple passes. It takes about two. I'll run one pass and kind of overlap it about halfway and just keep working my way down. Got me a pile down there, pile up here, and then once I get past this area, this was the kind of the roughest area, I guess, where all the barns were and so forth. And then there was another barn right up here where this tree was. I left the tree. Hopefully I'll get some pretty good shade tree out of that thing. But again, you just look down here. Again, I just kind of work my way over, keep overlapping, and come back the other direction, then end up with a center pile. And I'll just drop the bucket and just go all the way down and then dump it on my backstop for my gun range here. But about to get this place all tuned up. I'm pretty impressed with it. I wanted to point out something on the tractor that I'm not real keen on right now. And Bobcat, if you're listening, I want you to take this to heart. That wheel is a 14-inch wheel. It's a bit undersized, and I'll tell you why. The only tire available on this CT 2040 with a 14-inch wheel in the R4 is this Carlisle. It's only a 6-ply. So needless to say, I've been hitting mesquites out here, some prickly pear. Even I hit one nail out here and so forth. So point being, I need at a minimum of 8-ply, if not a 10-ply. And let's see if I can zoom in on that thing. And that's the only tire, and it's made by Carlisle. So I looked at Coyote, their comparable tractor on this one, and they go with a 15. It's in the tire size of 27, 8.5, 15. And that's what should have been on this tractor. I can't wrap my head around Bobcat putting this smaller one on there. It's almost like a garden tractor tire, in my opinion. Anyway, I guess you get what you pay for. The most disappointing part is when of course, I checked with my dealer, both dealers in my area, and they weren't getting much help from Bobcat Corporate. So I called the customer service up there, was just giving nothing but a runaround. I said, well, I got kind of a technical question, and I even gave him the part number from Coyote. And the guy answered the phone, who was frankly pretty hard to understand. And he was not knowledgeable at all and just kept brushing me off and kept telling me to go back to my dealer. I said, well, I've told you, I've gone to the dealer twice, 2 different ones. And they were pretty much at a loss, and that's pretty much all they had available. So I was pretty disappointed. So long story short, pretty sad that I had to go to Coyote. So I've got 2 on order, 2 wheels on order from Coyote on their CK 4010. Should bolt right on. Same pilot hole, 6 lug, 15-inch wheel. But that gives me a 27 by 8.5, 15. Opens up a whole world of different plies on the R4. I could even get an R14, which has got essentially like an R4, but it's got a little more ag tread to it. But anyways, that's enough of me kind of complaining a little bit. But other than that, the tractor's been doing real well. Perfectly suited for this type of work. But Bobcat just definitely needs a little more help on their customer service as far as on the compact tractors. I know it's kind of a new line for them, but they definitely need some help in their customer service. But anyway, not enough of that. I'm just gonna kind of keep at it, taking advantage of this weather. But again, I'm real impressed with that little rake for Tractor Supply. I did pretty dang good. And anyway, sea bass really likes it. Good afternoon.